All righty. Well, hey, thanks everybody for taking time out of your day to come in and jump on and listen to this awesome opportunity about the Hilo LX. I have an awesome leader, Suzanne, on. She's a stay-at-home mom from Kansas City, a business background, and has about 4 years in the network marketing area. Her husband is a firefighter paramedic, and she works her business around her family schedule. She has been with World for about 4 months now. So she is at the diamond rank, which is over 50,000 US dollars in a single week pay cycle. She is so grateful to have the opportunity that World Global Network has given her and her family, and looks forward to coaching others. So without further ado, I'm actually going to bring her on and have her explain and talk.
All right. Well, thanks, Scott, for that introduction. I am going to go ahead and mute everybody just so we have a clean recording, and then we'll get started, and I will share my screen. So let me go ahead and mute. Okay, so everybody should be muted there, and can everybody hear me okay? Okay. So again, thank you so much, Scott and Julie, for hosting this webinar tonight. Really excited for you, Scott, for you to get started, and just to share this with your friends and family and others that you know. So just really excited about this product and opportunity, and to share it with all of you here on the call tonight. Again, I am a stay-at-home mom from Kansas City, and I love this industry, especially with this company here, World Global Network, because we literally we work all from home, online, on our computer, anywhere in the world from our cell phone. So whether you're an introvert, maybe like me, or an extrovert, literally anyone can do this. So no more home parties, no tasting parties, no hotel meetings. Just about 4 to 5 months ago is when I started on this journey, and honestly wasn't looking for anything new. So I was pretty settled with a previous company, leading a large team there. But after I saw a 2-minute video like some of you have maybe seen, and a webinar like this one, I just really couldn't stop thinking about it. So we're here today. We've brought in hundreds of people so far in our organization, and just a short amount of time, it just continues to grow because of this exciting product that we're about to show you, and opportunity that we have here. So again, what I love here is that regular people are winning, and whether they have any network marketing experience or not. We have teachers, stay-at-home moms, dads, construction workers, nurses, firefighters, lawyers, and many more on our team. So I just love the diversity here and how easy this is to share with others. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and Julie, just let me know after I share if everything is good. 1 second here. Okay, so we should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and read the income disclosure. We just like to stay compliant, and I'll just go ahead and read this to you. So practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. So basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business. Some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a World Global Network partner will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, commitment, leadership capabilities, and market conditions. So common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. So World Global Network does not guarantee any level of income or your success. So to see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at worldgn.com. So the first part of this presentation starts with just a bit of question and answer. So if you guys can fill up the chat box on the Zoom here and just drop your answers below, that would be great. So the first question is, are you familiar with Fitbit? So you can just answer yes or no in the chat box. Are you familiar with Fitbit? So in 2008, Fitbit started, and since then they have sold over 20 million devices in 2015, and now today they're worth over $8 billion. So most of you said yes, that you've heard of Fitbit. So now, knowing what you know today about Fitbit, if you could go back in time and be one of the first to get involved, and you could get paid on every device sold anywhere in the world, would you have done it? Yes or no? I know I sure would have. Okay, awesome. So I really want you guys to think about this. This is a huge deal because, you know, what we have here actually 10 months ago in the United States is something that is really revolutionizing the healthcare industry, the technology industry, and the home-based business industry. So we call it a Fitbit on steroids, and that's, you know, World Global Network. So the company has been around over 6 years, but as I said, it's only been, you know, 1 year old in the United States, so a little bit less than that. So we are publicly traded, and WRMT is our ticker symbol. So we are the largest network marketing technology-based company in the world. We are available in 195 countries. We did over $157 million in sales in 2015. And that was before we did a complete rebrand and relaunched a new flagship product, which is called the Hilo. So actually it looks like this here, the Hilo. We have a AAA+ rating on the DSA, and all of the current Hilos Toshiba made the little chip inside, so the brains of the Hilo. So yes, Toshiba, the big technology company, actually partnered with us to make the chips inside. So this slide here is like the slide that we all love to talk about. So really pay attention here to this one. Some people snap a picture of it. But basically in 2016, the wearable technology industry was a $14 billion industry. So in 2020, Forbes estimates the wearable industry to be $34 billion. So that's $20 billion of market share that is going to be made. So that's huge. And it's estimated that there is over $100 billion in the healthcare wearable technology space over the next 10 years. So we are just getting started here. If you walk into Target right now, there's an entire aisle of wearable technology. So this is the space that we're playing in here at World Global Network. So just a huge game changer in the space. So we're not just a fitness tracker. We actually track biometrics. So we're talking heart rate, breath rate, mood, energy. We have a panic button, calories, Guardian function. So I have to tell you guys a little bit more about the Guardian function that we have. So if you really think about your blood pressure, and if your blood pressure goes outside of like the high and low numbers that you've indicated in your app, then you can have a text alert that says abnormal reading that actually gets sent to your guardian or your loved one. So that's just amazing. I love that feature that you can your guardian can kind of keep an eye on you if they need to, as far as your biometrics goes. I also love the panic button. So here on my Hilo here, you can see the little button here. If you hit that twice, it actually alerts your loved one as well. So it'll send them a GPS tracking location of where you are. So if you're in an emergency or something like that, they're able to find you immediately. So all of this is just a game changer. No one else in the wearable space is currently doing these things right now, and we are just really getting started here. So some of the upcoming releases that we have in the next year include alcohol monitoring, blood sugar level monitoring, GPS tracking, fitness, which I have some good news on that as well in the next slide about fitness, and a mosquito deterrent. So again, we're just getting started here. Now, if you were invited here and to this call tonight and you are watching, this for the income opportunity as part of our referral program as well, it's very exciting to point out that on the app aspect of what we have here. So think about the Google Play Store and the Apple, App Store. Apple makes billions of dollars on the App Store a month from people making these, those microtransaction purchases. So like, the 99-cent, the $4.99 purchases on an app. So all of that is residual income that is rolling up through their App Store. So now we have an open API here at World Global Network that is just, getting completely launched here. And that means that we have third-party developers that are making apps that work with our hardware, which means that as you build an organization of customers and referral partners, and they purchase apps, on an online basis, that income, rolls up through your organization, and which creates leverage residual income for you as well. So this is just a huge deal, you guys. And then again, like I said, on the fitness side, we're really excited that from some of our most recent news that we just heard from our first North American convention last week in Las Vegas, that Hilo Fit is coming out this week. It should be coming out this week or next. Should be any day now. But Hilo Fit will have a 3-session mode. It will have GPS real time, continuous heartbeat monitoring. It will do a path details, from point by point location. It'll also have music integration, voice notifications, a challenge and invite, like when you can work out and challenge with other people working out with you, workout and running programs and things like that. And then it'll also have a calendar integration. So we also have, so in addition to the Hilo Fit, we also have the biometrics as well, tracking your blood pressure and, and so on and so forth and things like that too. So then we also have what's called LifeLog coming out too. So basically long term, we will be able to track overall wellness and improvement. So that's just really exciting. I'm really excited about that. And then continuing on with that LifeLog, we've just learned that we will also have LifeLog DNA. So yes, we will be partnering so that you can get your DNA loaded into our programming that will really enable us to look at your biometrics along with the DNA, and you'll find out things like, what foods sit best with you, so what benefits your health the most, and it's coordinated specifically for you. So in addition to the LifeLog DNA, we also are going to CES, and the CES basically stands for the Consumer Electronics Show, and we're going there in 2018 in January in Vegas. We're not, going as a product highlighted like we were last year in the Toshiba booth, but this year we'll actually have our own booth. So I don't know if many of you know about CES, but this is a huge deal. Microsoft and all of those types of companies, they have booths every year at CES. So it's actually very hard to get a booth. We are actually the first network marketing company to have a booth in 2018 at CES. So also another huge deal, we are on our way to NASDAQ. Another big deal for us as a company that will be happening for us this next year as well. So we're seeing all, of this combined into a fantastic opportunity. We were just voted as the best #1 product in the direct market industry in 2017. And as I said before, Toshiba had highlighted us at CES in Vegas this past spring. And we have been on numerous news channels, Fox News, and including the Today Show with Carson Daly. So that was really exciting when we saw the Hilo on the Today Show just a few months ago. So this is all, showing up in, phenomenal sales that we've had so far. So we've now sold over 800,000 units. This slide is actually a little outdated. We just found out the new number back last week in Vegas. So we currently have over 5% market share. So now realize, you guys, our goal by 2020 is to only have a 3% market share. Now, some of you may think 3% market share isn't a huge deal, but who else who has 3% market share? in their industry. This would be like Adidas and Under Armour. So Nike actually owns way over 90% of those industries. So how many of you would like a little bit of that income, whenever Adidas or Under Armour sell something? I mean, they're still huge. So 3% market share and the 5% market share we are currently trending at is, incredible. So we are positioned so well as we have things like, the glucose monitoring coming out, just in this next year. Which the glucose and the alcohol is just really going to skyrocket us. So really excited for that. So now is the time to run here with this company. This blood pressure and this type of fitness tracking that we are coming out with as well in this next week is really going to position us well. So really we would just build our customer base now. And again, if you're here for that referral program, this is really where the residual leveraged income comes in. So now, Fabio Galdi, he's our amazing leader and CEO. He's a tech genius, and he has been doing things for a long time in the network marketing and technology space. In 2002, he was one of the first to introduce the touchscreen LCD to the market. He has partnered with people like Antonio DeRosa. If you look up Antonio DeRosa up on Facebook or look up his portfolio online, he was actually a concept designer and part of the design team for products like the Apple iPhone 6, the Apple Watch, and he is behind some of our gorgeous packaging. So here's some of what our packaging looks like here for the Hilo. So he's really taking our technology into a really amazing space. So our company has also partnered with the best of the best in the field of network marketing. So we have Nat and Shanita Puranaputra, Chad and Natita Chong, and Romasio Fulcher, who is actually up in the teens now on that chart. I believe he's like number 19 now. So you can actually go to businessforhome.org and check these numbers out. These are not numbers for World Global Network. These are numbers and rankings for all of network, all of the network marketing space in general. Our leadership and our direct mentors are some of the best in the world, including number 4, number 8, and number 19 in the entire world of network marketing. So what I especially want to point out here is the timing. So most people that are on the list here have been with their companies for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and they've got up to the income levels that they have because they've been with their company so long. But no one has been with World Global Network that is at the top here. Chanita and Nat, I think, are the longest with World Global Network at about 14 months. So it's just astronomical, the incomes that are being made. But it's, because we are in 195 countries, we're technology, and this is not personal. We have a relevant product and with a simple system, and it impacts also the healthcare and technology and home-based business space all in one. So the system truly sets us apart because you don't have to be, a 30-year veteran. And this slide actually shows here the diversity as well. So, a lot of these leaders here are they're all with our company and show up here in our leadership. And if you just look at this slide shows, again, the diversity, what I was talking about on the last slide here, of our leadership. So leaders don't look or act any certain way. We don't sound a certain way here. We have all different educational backgrounds, all different income levels, and, all kinds of ethnicities. We all speak a number of different languages. We are all truly worldwide at this point. So special shout out to a couple people on here, Seville and Rachel Coe and Romasio Fulcher. These mentors are, really the best, and we are blessed to have their mentorship here. So what this shows you guys is that there is a place at the table for you here as well. The introverted person that truly wants to share the videos through text messages, you can do that here as well, all the way to the introverted person as well. So this slide, again, is just an amazing example of what we are doing here at World Global Network. So here, we just talk about how you get started here at the company. There are a number of different ways to get started. Option A is to just be a customer. I don't really talk about that option much because basically you buy at wholesale pricing. You don't get the bundle pricing. So you can just opt in for the customer referral program. But option C is actually the best, and honestly, that is where everyone that I work with usually gets started. So the premium bundle and the family bundle. Actually, tomorrow night the Biozen. If you look in that picture here, so if you see Biozen on the back of my phone here, tomorrow night is actually the last night to get that extra free Biozen in those 2 packages. But it's basically a sticker chip that goes onto your phone that reduces electrosmog. So they're good for any electronic device, especially your tablets that your kiddos may play on. Also, a popular place to put it is any baby monitor. So the family and premium bundle come with some extra Biozen, and in addition to the premium bundle coming with 6 sets of Helos, 6 sets of colored bands, and the 6 germanium stones that help actually increase blood flow and circulation. The family pack as well, it just comes with 4 sets of each instead of the 6. So if you are thinking of yourself as just a customer, then that's fine too. You can grab the personal bundle, and then if you just happen to share with someone, that of course is great, and you'll get a little referral code, and you'll be able to make 10% of anything that's purchased on your online store. So I highly recommend taking advantage of that anyway, because when people see it, they do fall in love with it and with what it can do, especially with monitoring your biometrics. Okay. And then this is the last part of the presentation we'll talk about here. And basically this is just talking about positioning and timing. So once you get started, this is just like that Fitbit example that I had given you guys earlier. Everybody that gets started in the organization after you benefit from that volume. That's where that leveraged residual income also comes into play. So it's a really big deal. We have a lot of exciting things going on here in our organization right now, and I'm honored you all are here to learn more. So please get back to Scott or anyone else who may have invited you to this call. Scott's waiting for just a response from you, whatever it may be. He'll still be friends with you. So again, this is just technology. It's not personal, but I encourage you to take a look at what you are currently doing in your career, in your job, in your small business, maybe in your current network marketing company, or any side gig that you have. If you truly work hard at it over the next 12 to 18 months, can you transform your wealth and your family's budget, and to truly perhaps set up your family for generations to come? Because we are taking part of a $20 billion trend. And with the systems that we have now, that we just came out with a new app, you guys, and you can actually share videos easily right from the app. It manages the contacts for you. It actually has ideas on, what to say to people. So there are so many people that are excited on what all this can do. The biometric data is truly peace of mind and puts healthcare into self-care. So please get back to Scott and let him know if you're an A, B, or C. C means you're not interested, but you probably have a referral. So maybe you're a B, maybe you have a few questions, or maybe you're an A and you get this. You see that we do have that $20 billion trend going. So we're just really excited for you to learn more about this, and we're ready to help you get started. So again, thank you so much for being on this webinar, and I'll let you guys get back to your evening. I do know that Julie and Scott are willing to stay on the line if anyone else has questions, and I'll stop my screen share, and then just please let them know if you have questions, and they can actually answer them for you right here, right now. So thanks again for being on, and I'll stop the recording, and then you guys can ask questions if you have any.